All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It is magazine night tonight. Now, we're going to do something completely out of the ordinary. I'm usually BMX Action. I've done a few BMX Plus magazines. I even did a Bicycle and Dirt magazine. But those are all 80s. I think the BMX Plus was probably early 90s. But this is way out of the norm for us. But this magazine is super epic. So I wanted to go ahead and run it. So this is BMX World Magazine December 2008 / January 2009 edition. This is a collector edition magazine because it covered the Olympics from 2008. And as we all know, that was the debut of BMX racing in the Olympics was 2008. So this magazine is very, very cool. Now this magazine belongs to my cousin James along with all the other ones I've been doing over the last year. I own this magazine and I sold it on eBay, and believe it or not, I think I sold that magazine for like 50 bucks. Now that I look back, I've said many times, probably shouldn't have been selling these magazines, especially because I'm a YouTuber and a content creator, and I basically sold all my content, but that was years before I started doing YouTube. But anyway, let's crack into this one. First of all, let's look at some of the detail on the cover. I love they put the gold in the BMX world. As you can see, it's how it's shimmering. It kind of represents the gold medal, which I think is super, super cool touch. I love that. You've got your elite women podium here and your elite men podium here. So it's well laid out, well laid out. They made it look kind of like a Polaroid photo here in the middle. And again, it's BMX World. I like how they did the italic writing for the magazine here. Olympic Special, and then it does say Collector's Edition, which is also in gold. So this magazine is amazing. I'm going to wrap it in plastic when we're done. My cousin's magazines he has them in plastic sleeves, but this magazine is actually really, really tall. It's hard to say, it's hard to tell right now, but let me give you an example. Hold on a second. All right, so what I did was I grabbed a standard BMX Action magazine to kind of give you some size reference between the two magazines. So you can see there's a significant difference in the size. And if you insert it, look at that. So it's definitely going to be a little more challenging than our favorite magazine, BMX Action, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to be moving relatively quickly because of the content in the magazine is pretty in depth, and I don't want this video to go for like 2 hours. So we're going to be moving pretty quickly. So let's crack it open. All right. So first of all, as you open up the magazine, you're going to see the absolute quality of this magazine in terms of the layout, the graphics, the colors. Everything is just amazing. This is your initial fold out. And so let's take a look at this portion right here. It actually shows the main event for the 2008 Olympics. Mike Day, Andres Jimenez, I'm going to try Lucas, Mark Willers, Jonathan Suarez, Donnie Robinson, Emilio Fala, and Akifumu Sakamoto, all the way from Japan, and that gives you an idea of what the gate looked like. We fold it open, and then it gives you, holy moly, this is just out of control amazing. It says Leaky Klaus right here, so this looks like a female racer, Sebastian Kartsford, Rob van den Wilbenberg, from the Netherlands, Manuel Del Vici. Now I'm going to say these names wrong, guys. I'm going to do my best. Raymond van der Biezen from the Netherlands as well. Damien, but his name got cut off right here. Robert de Wilde, he was in there making it happen, and Shanice Reed. Shanice Reed was one of the favorites, I believe, for the women's medal. All right, we're going to keep moving. We can't spend too much time dilly-dallying. Oh, oh my God, this is so awesome. In the beginning, let's see, Flobel 46, Bums BMX Track, Long Beach, California, November 1970. Wow, I was just born, guys. Number 18, Nick Novices, it says 18, Nick Novices battle for position as they approach the first jump. Helmets became a requirement by 1971. Most bikes were Schwinn Stingrays, Murrays, and Huffies modified with fenders, number plates, and motorcycle handlebars. And this pick was supplied by Scott Brythop himself. So this, guys, is the absolute beginning of the sport. So this photo was taken in November, I was about 5 months old when this picture was taken. So this is super, super historic. I love everything about this. If I had this in a poster, it would definitely be hung up in my office. This is very, very awesome. Let's keep going. Here's your table of contents. You got, oh my gosh, these shots are just so amazing. I kind of wish I would have thumbed through it first, because now I keep stopping to look. That's got to be Mike Day right there. And I'm assuming this is Donnie Robinson over here. But oh my gosh, look at this, guys. In the contents, we've got the editor's desk, Pro Talk, Palms Park to Beijing, Beijing Golden Ticket, 2008 Olympic medals, Off the Track with Jay Rich, The Culture, Police Station Incident, No Passouts, Media Press Center, Gate Evolution, Track Stats, Mike Day Diaries, Gold Diggers, Loshane BMX Venue, Security, Olympic Time Trials for Men and Women, obviously the 2008 Olympics, Race Tracker, Welcome Home, ABA USA Riders Cards, Random Facts, Gold Medal Bikes from Maris Strombergs and AC Chowson, and the Olympic Athletes Village, Maris Stromberg interview, AC Chowson interview, Behind the Scenes with Johan, and Where Does That Leave Us Now? My goodness, you can see this magazine is so chock-filled with information that we could never possibly go through it all. So we're just going to breeze through it as quickly as we can. There's a great shot from Supercross. Supercross being one of my favorite bikes that you still can get at this point. I love Supercross products. I watch all the Supercross YouTube videos, and I'm always checking out Bill Ryan. I love his energy and I love his products. So this is really, really cool to see. Congratulations. Oh, check it out. It's the late, great Kyle Bennett. Kyle Bennett, KB88. Talented, dedicated, inspired, strong, and winners. Congratulations, you're all champions. And these are your free agent riders at the time. Kyle Bennett, Christian Besserine, Mark Willers, Andre Jimenez, Nicole Calisto, and Ramiro Marino. Hold on one second, guys. I got something interesting to show you. I'm going to hit pause. My cousin had put on these charity BMX races, my cousin James Traylor, and I know they were raising money for a child, and at the time, I think it was called Luke's Lemons or something like that. I really can't remember the title, sorry James. But one of the prizes that they were giving away was this, and it's the Christian Besserine free agent jersey, and it's autographed by Christian Besserine and all the other guys, including Stromberg's on the jersey. And this, he gave me this. My cousin's like my brother, and I love that dude to death, man. But he always hooks me up with things, and this is one of the prize things he's given me. And yeah, I'll always keep that Christian Besserine jersey. And you know what? It fits me, so it's actually pretty awesome. I would never dare wear it and ruin it, and I do mean to frame this and hang it up, but I just never got around to that. But it's safely hung up in my closet, James. Don't worry. Okay, let's get back to the magazine. All right, so let's keep on going. The editor's desk, our big day out. Now, if I had the time, guys, I would read absolutely all of this to you. If I could spend a week just reviewing this magazine. So we're just going to enjoy the photos in the magazine, and this is a great shot. And let's just keep on going. We got a Canadian writer right here, and another Supercross ad. And this stuff, I'm telling you guys, this is from 2008. Remember, this is not modern stuff. This stuff is from 2008, but I would definitely build this, hop on it, and race it. It's just as good as the stuff you can get today, in my opinion. Oh, look at Palms Park to Beijing. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's David Clinton. I remember that picture for sure. That's a super, super classic photo. And then right here it says, let me try my best to read this. It says John George, number 14, John Palferman, number 29, and David Clinton in the Kawasaki jersey getting gnarly at Yarnell Street track early 1975. Wow. I was in kindergarten when this picture was taken. That is freaking amazing, guys. This is it. This is our history. This is everything right here. Okay, let's keep on moving. All right, we got some side hack action over here, and this is it says Tom Lund flying his 60-pound mono Yarnell Street in 1975, and we got John Palferman and Doug Takahashi bombing down the Yarnell Street track on a side hack in 1975. I am so happy, guys, that I pulled this magazine out. This is awesome. All right, so we got the Retro Series SE racing bikes from 2009. Now, these bikes are all sought after to this day, and this is the beginning of the whole explosion of SE racing. And I'm happy to say I'm currently building an SE PK Ripper right now, and it's been a joy putting that thing together. I'm having so much fun with it. My daughter wants me to build her one now too. We all know how awesome the big bikes are and what a huge following it has. And this Todd Lyons, man, he took SE racing from something that was a little bit stagnant to like exploding. And for a guy like me to see all this retro stuff, I think it's amazing. I would love to see more of these being brought out more often, the retro loop tail stuff, because I think they sell like hotcakes. Everybody wants them. And then when they discontinue the series, so like if you see a 2009 in this condition brand new, so someone's going to want a couple grand for it now. So definitely, I wish they would bring out more stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Beijing's golden ticket. Here's the tickets for the actual Olympics. Here's your silver, gold, and bronze medals right here. We got ProGate stuff, and then we got Off the Track with Dr. Jay Rich here. Man, I wish I could read this, Jay Rich. I'm going to come back and read it later, though, my man. Trust me. Let's keep going. The culture. This shows some of the background photos of what was going on in Beijing at the time of the race, which is awesome. VintageBMX.com. I wonder if that still exists. I got to check that out. Afro Bob, Robert DeWilde, elite racer and supermodel. Afro Bob. That's really cool. This is a great shot of him racing right here. I love it. This is some of the architecture out in Beijing. This is really, really amazing. You know, it's not just to go to the Olympics. It's the fact that you were in a whole different country racing at the highest level possible. That's just that had to have been so amazing for these guys. Here's the gate evolution. It's going to show some of the gate starts evolution. This is the way the current gate system would have looked like in 2008. And I've noticed now a lot of the more modern tracks are getting away from the full panel. Now it's just the sections of the gates that are there. And as in fact, my local track has that brand new setup. I haven't even ridden it yet. And I'm like looking at that going, I wonder if that's going to mess with me mentally, because I've never lined up on a gate with just one. But definitely I'm going to try that soon. I'm looking forward to getting back to the track. Here's some more pictures from 1976. And this picture is also supplied by Scott Breithaupt. These are really, really great shots, guys. Really great shots. Okay, let's keep on going. Oh, wow, here's the actual track. So this is the Beijing layout track. Now, throughout this time I've been doing magazine reviews, we've looked at a whole lot of tracks that have been drawn out, so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. And I don't have one right now to compare, but I can tell you right now, they were far more complicated than this. This is a very, very complex and technical track. As you can see, there's different lines for the men and the women. And this is not for the faint of heart. I mean, look at that starting hill. Knowing what I know now, even I don't think I could ride on that track without hurting myself. I just don't think I could do it. Even if I was 17 years old, I don't know if I would trust myself on that. Let's keep going. The USA BMX team poster. What? 2008. Wow, look how young these guys look, man. Jill Kilner, Kyle Bennett. Oh, wow, that is just awesome. Love this, by the way. Love it. Definitely would hang that up in my office. Oh, Intense bicycle frames. This was huge in the early 2000s, man. I remember going to local races and like everybody was on an Intense. It was kind of like, it's kind of like what Chase is now. Like everybody wanted to ride one of these. Okay, let's keep going. Mike Day Diaries. Wow, look at that. Number 365, Mike Day. I always liked Mike Day's riding style. Loved it, man. There's actually, I took a clip of one of his interviews and put it on one of my YouTube videos, and they were just showing him riding and working out in his GT days, and it was really, really cool. I don't know which number it is, guys. Sorry, you'd have to go through all of them to find it. All right, let's keep going. Gold Diggers. Donnie Robinson, number 10. I guess these are the guys that qualified. We've got Donnie Robinson, Kyle Bennett, Mike Day, Jill Kiltner, Maria Dudo, Christian Besserine, Romero Marino, and Gabriela Diaz. Oh, these are all the people that competed. Okay, I get it. Scott Irwood, Samantha Cools, Mark Willers, Sarah Walker, Rob Van Den Wildenberg. I knew I could do it. Raymond van der Biesen, Robert de Wilde, Leek Klaus, and that's Jana Horakova. Man, I'm sorry, guys. Michael Prokop, Shanice Reed, Liam Phillips, Letitia Corgill, Anne Caroline Chowson, Damian Godet, and Thomas Allier. Wow, Thomas Allier was still going at it. Holy moly. That's amazing, because remember, this is 2008, and Tomas was killing it in the 90s. So, wow, I kind of forgot he was in that race. I got to go back and rewatch these Olympics, guys, by the way. Andre Casito, Augusto Castro, Sergio Salazar, and it's Safiso Nalapo, Jenny Fandrich, Roger Rinderneck, Jonathan Suarez. This guy was killing it. He was vet pro champion for a while. Manuel De Vici. And then we have Akifimo Sakamoto, Leon Ma, Emilio Fala, Sebastian Cardiford, and looks like Vilmos Radiciks. Man, guys, these are tough names. Anniko Hody, Amanda Sorensen, and then Henrik Baltzersen. Okay, that was the best I can do, guys. That's a lot of riders. Oh, we still have more. Who else? We got Luke Medill. Oh, Kamikaze. I love that name. Jared Graves, Tanya Bailey, Ivo Lucas, Artis Madison, and then, of course, Mara Strombergs, who actually ended up winning the gold, and then Nicole Callisto. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. And those are all your Olympians. We got the Krupe ad here. This is pretty awesome. Man, those cranks are sweet. Check out the uniforms, guys. They haven't really evolved yet, so now the uniforms are like pretty much skin tight, you know, and you can see they're still racing the normal motocross style race pants at that point. Oh, here's the venue for the training center for the Olympic athletes. This is really freaking awesome, guys. I think we're going to knock this magazine out. We're moving pretty good. We got a great ad for Fly racing shoes. It's weird because, you know, we went from doing 80s BMX magazines and you would see Vans ads, and you can see how much things have changed in 2008, where now you're looking at shoes that clip into your pedals. You got some security stuff here. Another great shot of Mike Day. Olympic time trial. So it breaks down the time trials. It looks like Mike Day won the time trial. So essentially what the time trial is when the riders would go out on the track on their own, and they were just racing the clock for the most part. I think they've eliminated that now in the Supercross series because it just seemed a little bit redundant. So they got rid of that. But it's pretty cool. Mike Day actually won the time trial. So that's pretty awesome. Mara Strombergs was right behind him. And then it was, let's see, Damian Godet, Artis Madison. I'm not going to go through all the names, but that's your top 4 right there. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's keep on going. Oh, here's the time trial for the women. And Sean, it's like Shawson and Caroline. She was number 1 in the time trials, and I'm assuming this is her right here. And then we had Shanice Reed, and then it's Le Corgill Letitia. Those are your top 3. Sarah Walker was in there in the top 4 as well. Pretty cool. Love it. Let's keep going. Oh, what do we got here? This is the ABAbrand.com. So I guess ABA was still a thing. It wasn't USA BMX yet. So that's interesting. And then we got the great GHP ad here. This was with Greg Hill. So I got the GHP on the next generation from this frame. But you can see Greg's always putting out great product, and he's pretty much, he's moved away from BMX now as he does his own business, but you can see he put in a lot of work and effort into creating quality BMX products. So this is pretty cool. And when I got to meet Greg finally at Dirty Fest. I'd never met Greg before in my life. Finally got to meet him at Dirty Fest, and he was sitting on a GHP at the time. Let's go! The 2008 Olympic Beijing race, and check this photo out, guys. This is just amazing. Now the shots in this magazine are just making my mouth water. These are amazing shots. So far I'm loving everything about this one. Let's keep going. We got some more race action right here. Oh, the late great Mike Redman over here. That's a great shot of him right there. Looks like Donnie's going up the stairs to get to that starting hill, kamikaze. This is really, really cool. Look at nobody's seats are slammed all the way down. We haven't really got to that point. The way the sport, it's weird how BMX, there's an evolution of BMX and how things change. It's weird, as you can see. My seat is about this high still. I don't really move it any lower than that, just because I just need to be able to sit down. But that looks really, really cool. It's kind of strange how things change. Nobody has disc brakes yet. But the bikes are pretty similar to what we're going to see coming up in the next decade. Oh man, this is a pretty cool shot right here. More of the training center. Looks like they're covering the track for rain. And I believe this track is virtually abandoned now. I don't think it's not cared for anymore or anything like that. Oh wow, here we go. The elite women. Here's the gate for the elite women. Shawnice Reed, Sarah Walker, Jill Kittner, Ann Caroline, Letitia. And then we have Gabriela Diaz, Sammy Cooks, and then Sammy Cools, and then Nicole Castillo, and then that's your main event for the elite women. Oh wow, look at these shots. Oh, you gotta love Shanice's helmet. I love that with the lion on there like that. Look at the red line. You don't see a lot of red line anymore, so it's really cool to see that. Wow, I'd love to see more. There's GT back there. I'd love to see all the classics like this. Red Line, GT, Mongoose. Although Mongoose is now back in action. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Look at these shots. This is amazing. I think we're still on Elite Women. Yeah, Elite Women Semi. And then we have here, Sarah Walker ended up being the darling of BMX. Her pretty smile and a wink or two at the cameras at the finish did wonders for BMX, I should say. Okay, very, very cool. Sorry, the print's really small, guys, and my eyes are old, so let's keep going. Oh, wow, look at all these shots. Now, it's funny because you look at these and you go, oh, look, there's no Elise Willoughby. There's no Mariana Pajón yet. Their time wasn't up yet, and this is 2008, so it gives you an idea of how much older this is. Oh, here we go, Elite Men. And we already looked at who's on the gate on there on the front cover, but this is a great shot. Here's a side note on this is I know the men took the silver and they took the bronze. Well, Mike got silver, and then Donnie got bronze. This gentleman right here, Maris Stromberg, I had no idea who Maris was at the time. And although I was not racing, I was still actively buying magazines, actively reading magazines, watching YouTube, and trying to stay on top of the sport as much as I could just because I'm a big fan of it. I had no idea who he was. And so when the Olympics got to the finals and I'm sitting there watching it in my living room, I'm like, who is this dude? And why can't our guys beat him? I found out later because he's just an amazing rider. All right, let's keep going. Oh, wow, look at this shot right here. It's the berm jump. Woo! I love the shoes. The Nike shoes here. This is what the Donnie's got. This is rocking right here. Even Maris is rocking Nikes. So these are clip shoes, but they're Nikes. I love it. I race in Nikes, so that's why it looks cool to me, and I don't even clip in. I don't race in Vans anymore, guys, because I broke my foot racing in Vans, and after that, I'm like, I'm not wearing Vans anymore when I race. They're too soft. Okay, this is a great shot. Another shot of Mike Day. Mike Day was all over the place in this magazine. We got Donnie sitting right over here, and there we go with Besserine right here. It's a great shot right there. Oh my goodness, guys, this magazine's amazing. I'm sorry I'm going so fast. More great shots of the elite men, and this is going to be the semis and the main events, obviously. Great, great, great shots. There you go, One Bicycles. That's the company that Maris was riding for at the time. Eventually, he went to free agent and joined up with Dale Holmes, which I thought was a smooth move by Dale to grab this dude and put him on a free agent because, that's like drafting Michael Jordan. You got to get the best of the best, to promote your product, and they snagged this dude, which was an amazing move by free agent, and they stole him away from One. And then here's the shot of Maris actually winning, and then here's the podium shot of these three guys. So that's really, really cool. Really, really cool. It was awesome to see two Americans podium, even though they didn't get the gold. It didn't really matter too much to me. I was just happy to see them podium. I remember during the Olympics, McDonald's had the Donnie Robinson cups, and one of my coworkers threw my cup away. I was like, I was saving that. I was so mad when he got thrown away. Okay, let's keep going. There's Stromberg's versus Mike Day, lane one. Oh, they broke down the lines that they took in this magazine. This is really, really cool. Here's Reed's, Shanice's Reed, Shawson's line. AC Shawson versus Shanice Reed. These are really, really cool. This magazine, man, they put some effort into this bad boy. Oh, check it out. You got the, sorry guys, I had to swallow, ABA BMX trader cards. That's really, really cool. And the Answer Factory team. I've always liked the Answer products. I always thought they looked really cool. See, again, we're still rocking the more motocross style race gear instead of the super thin, super tight stuff that we're wearing nowadays. All right, the best tracks. NBL, oh wow. It's no secret that the NBL sanctions the best tracks. Wow, NBL still existed in 2008. Check it out, NBL. This is prior to ABA absorbing them and then becoming USA BMX. Oh, here's some of the bike checks for the gold medalists. That's really cool. Man, these Shimano cranks are still, like, to this day, are still probably the crank of choice, DXRs, and they're both running them, which is pretty impressive because this was some time ago, and you can see, I mean, it's 2025 now, guys, and this is 2008, and these cranks are still, I'm sure they've been modernized a little bit more, but they're still definitely the top of the heap in terms of modern cranks that you can get. And guys, we're coming towards the end. We're doing it. Oh, this is a great shot. What is that? StampOClothes.com. Brooke Crane. Oh, Brooke Crane. This is prior. She was Factory Claiborne at the time. This is prior to her Haro days. So that's really cool. And then you can customize your own jerseys on this ad right here with rad clothing. That's really cool. Workout facility for the athletes. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's your Mayor Stromberg's interview. Great shots of Mayor's here. They called him the Machine, and for rightly so. Oh my gosh, check it out. It's Bill Allen reading BMX World. Now, I tried to meet Bill Allen. I was at Dirty Fest, and he had his own booth set up, and there was people, bringing stuff for him to autograph. And I asked him, I go, hey, Bill, can I get a picture with you, man? And he goes, yeah, hold on a minute. And he never came back. And my buddy Kevin, my co-host on the BMXers podcast, he's like, dude, he's trying to get paid right now. You need to leave him alone. And I didn't get a shot with him, so that was kind of disappointing. But at least I got to see him in person, so that was kind of cool. Great shot of Donnie Robinson, and he's advertising the TRP brakes. That's really cool. Look at that brake setup, man. It's got the carbon style looking lever on there. That's sweet. Very, very cool. Another interview here. Anne, I cannot pronounce her name, Anne Caroline. I'm going to stop right there. Chawson, that's probably the best I can do. I never understood this look that people were doing kind of back in the day with the race pants that were shorts and then you wear like shin and knee pads. I never really understood that. I thought it looked kind of, I don't know, it just looked off to me. I never really liked that look. If you're going to wear a uniform, go all out. Just the Facts, BMXmania.com. I wonder if that still exists. Man, that's something else I'm going to have to try to look up. And here's the Rec Zone. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Look at Kyle Bennett's on the ground right there. Yeah, Kyle was one of the favorites as well. He was really fast back then. And then that's it. The Kuwahara Laser Light ad on the back. And Matt Polkamp rocking that Kuwahara Laser Light. That's a sweet looking setup right there. And like I said, look, the seats are still up. Like I said, mine's about that high still. And then that is it, guys. We did it. BMX World Magazine, special edition, collector's edition for the Olympics. This is, again, December 2008 through January 2009. This particular magazine, I'm going to tell you guys, when it came out, I didn't subscribe to it, but I knew where it was sold. It was sold at like one of these bookstores in the mall, and I can't remember the name of the bookstore, but I used to stop at it in Tracy, California. And I'd go into the mall, and I'd go right into the bookstore, and I would just go grab this issue, and I never failed to come get this. I should have just subscribed. It would have made my life easier. But this was one of the highest quality BMX magazines that came out after BMX Plus, BMX Action heyday, and things like that. this magazine was really, really awesome because it was really dedicated to the race world. And I have other versions of this magazine. Obviously, I have several more. If you guys like this, let me know in the comments because I have probably about 5 or 7 more of these that we can review later, especially for you fans out there of the mid-school stuff like mid-school BMX and stuff like that. We can definitely incorporate that in the upcoming videos. But anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out and watching this. We did it really, really fast. I apologize. But as always, please like and subscribe. We'll be doing a BMX race video coming up next. And guess what, guys? In 1 week, we're heading out to Frogtown. We're definitely going to get some more footage of that one. Other than that, guys, have a great night. I'll see you later.